Okay, joining me now live on Impact is ZIya Meral, Turkish analyst and a research associate at the Foreign Policy Centre. Is this a final warning to the Damascus regime?
It is, and I think there have been various incidents since the start of the crisis in Syria where the Turkish borders have been threatened either by direct firing of shells into Turkey or in the case of the downed Turkish jet, and Turkish government has followed quite a cautious path thus far. So the latest escalation and the shelling into Syrian military targets as well as today's mandate shows a strong resolution from Turkey that Turkey will not happen this again.
People are now talking about and to NATO. How far is NATO prepared to go?
Not far, and I think NATO has a lot of other calculations. The pullout from Afghanistan and Iraq are in a thin balance. The regional dynamics and ramifications of a military reaction are a lot more complicated than what they seem. NATO is likely to give a strong support to Turkey in the sense that it does agree that Turkey has a legitimate grievance against Syria. However, NATO will seek to cool down the tension.
When you talk about the complexities, are those complexities, one assumes here, that both Ankara and Damascus understand, and that's part of the reason that neither side wants a protracted conflict here across the border?
Well, that is not clear, and I think Assad regime has shown great political calculation in maintaining the crisis in Syria. There can be calculations that a much more aggressive Turkish involvement might buy it more time and support within Syria or regionally, or it might in fact even slow down escalating diplomatic reactions to it.
Okay. But when you talk about buying time, the Turkish government, just in the past few minutes I noticed, the Turkish government is saying they've had an official apology from the Syrian government. Is that part of that same dynamic?
It is. So what that official apology means and whether or not Syria will take tangible steps to show that the troops are going back behind the line where it will not pose a threat to Syria, to Turkey, it's up in the air at this moment. An apology will not be enough for Turkey to feel safe in its borders.
Is the calculation on the part of the government in Ankara, however, that President Assad has more than enough to deal with already? He does not want or need this conflict to spread?
Well, yes and no again, and I think President Assad has definitely passed beyond the line of no return, yet at the same time regional implications of the crisis, such as the implications of what might happen in Lebanon if Syria falls down, or what might happen in Iraq, or what the security issues would mean for Turkey in terms of the Kurdish militant organization mean. Assad has used all of these possibilities and scaring scenarios to be able to gain time and for a diplomatic solution that still controls and legitimizes his rule.
Mr. Meral, we'll leave it there.